嗨，大家好，我是 Bob。我从02年开始就在多伦多从事电工材料的采购和销售，期间结识了许多优秀的电工朋友，和他们一起合作，完成了许多电工项目。在这个频道里面，我主要是和大家一起分享这么多年来电工材料的采购、安装和使用心得，以及一些电工朋友在安装这些材料时候的喜怒哀乐。
So all the kilowatt hours and the voltage. That's all I asked it to show. If I asked it to show the current, every time I cycled that, it would show me the various variables. If I had it set for three-phase, it would show me all three voltages, all three currents, all three power factors. You can get to the point, if you're only interested in the kilowatt hours, it's kind of confusing. They have to cycle through all of the variables. This way, if you only want to look at energy, just set it up for energy. Okay? Okay, is that clear? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see, it's not very complicated at all. Okay, so I can show you the software.
Sit down.
Give me a minute here.
Yeah.
But again, I recommend you have this manual here. Most of the stuff is of no consequence. This is the main thing. 1, 2, 3 pages. That's all they need to know to configure the meter. Okay. And then you've got the software here as well. Okay?
No, this is glass.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a software. What we call it is the UCS Universal Configuration Software. Okay, so you can grab that from our website. Okay, so you know how to use and set up these type of things. Sometimes you have to go and find the driver for it, but usually you can just plug it in. It'll recognize it exactly, and then it'll assign a COM port. So I think this is set for COM port 3. So do you know how to look at the device number and how to find your COM ports on your?
Yeah.
Okay, you already know how to do that?
Device manager.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So what we can do here is we can go offline, and I'm going to delete this. Okay, so one way we can do is we can add a meter. Okay. And that's going to be EM50. And I've got the MA51, which is the 80 milliamp input. And I add that, and that's it. Okay. Okay, so I can change all my parameters I want. Okay, so let's go to here. Okay, so let's pick something up here. So here's where I had the display. So what I said was, let me just, I'm going to do this a different way. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to say display. Okay, so I want to show the voltage, and I want to show the current on the front display. Okay. Electrical system. Okay, so I'm just going to save that. Okay, so it hasn't saved it to the meter, it's just saving it on the desktop here. Electrical system. Okay, here you can say, so the primary was 200 amps. Okay, the secondary is 80 milliamp. Okay, voltage transformer, I'm just going to change that to 400. Okay, if you're using it on 220, you can keep it at 220, it doesn't really matter, but usually I just put it at 400. Okay, save.
As long as we don't use this PT transformer, we can keep it at...
Just keep it at 400 all the time.
400.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, there's a lot of other stuff you can do. Digital output. Okay, so if you wanted a relay output for an alarm. Okay. And then what you can do here is you can go into a virtual alarm. Okay. Okay, so I just enable it. Okay, it's a level output. And I just set the alarm. So the volt, let's say that. Okay, so I enable the alarm, the output is enabled, and then I just pick the variable. So if I wanted to say the voltage, okay, so I could say the voltage. Line 1 to neutral. Okay, so if it's greater than, I don't know, 100 volts, turn on the output. Okay. And then you can also have a time delay as well if you want to delay it 5 seconds. And then you just click save. Metering. Okay, we've already got this thing. Remember we said you could pick measurement side, either primary or secondary. Demand calculation. Do you know what demand is? Okay, so kilowatt. Sometimes when you get billed from hydro, you get billed for kilowatt, and you also get kilowatt hours, and you also get a demand. Okay.
What demand is for the
so what they do is
the capacity what they need.
So what they do is they integrate the kilowatts over a period of time. And typically it's either a fixed window or a sliding window. If it's a fixed window, typically it's 15 minutes. That's what we use here. Now you can have it calculate at 15 minutes, wait another 15 minutes, or you can have it do the first 15 minutes and then every minute after that it updates. So either one. Okay, so right now I just set it for fixed window. And that. Okay, so once you've done all your parameters, okay, you check that, what you can do is you can click on that, and I'm going to write it to the meter. Okay, so this is COM3.
COM3, yeah.
Okay, and again, it's 9600, one stop. We'll apply. Okay, so it's done.
You want to connect to the Wi-Fi?
No.
No, you don't need to know.
Oh,
Okay, so now it's updated the display.
All set up.
Okay, so now if we look at it and we cycle through, we can see the now we can see the amperage as well on the display there. Okay. And I think I set it for 3-phase. So now that I've set it for 3-phase, you can get line 1, line 2, line 3 voltages, line 1 current, line 2 current, line 3 current. You can see that if you add a lot of them, you have to scroll through quite a few in order to get a kilowatt hour. Okay, so if you only want to show the kilowatt hour, you can turn off all the other variables. Okay, what we can also do with this is we can go to connection. I can just directly connect to it. Okay. Where was it here? So I know that's 1, so I can, if you don't know the address, you can put 1 to 200 and it would actually find it for you, but for now I know it's 1, so. Okay, and then I should be able to connect to that. Okay. Okay. So now you can notice that I can actually view the information on there as well. So there's the voltage. So 124.7, and then you can see it communicating there. And then if you look at the voltage on this, it's so 123.9, 123.9. So you can view it on there. You can also look at your power and your energy.
好了，这期视频我们就讲到这里。如果你喜欢我的视频，或者觉得我讲的内容对你有用，请按红色订阅按钮，并按小铃铛。如果你有什么问题或者建议，请在下面留言，我会尽快答复。也许我们下期视频的主题会因你的问题而产生。谢谢大家。